I'm conversing with City Prosecutor Keith Kaneshiro. Thank you for joining us, and I appreciate you spending some time with us as well.
Thank you for inviting me.
You have been in this role for a very long time.
Yes, I have been. And when you say in this role, I'm an older person, but I've been in the field of prosecution and law enforcement for a long time, 30 to 40 years.
And seeing the trends in Hawaii and being who you are and being disturbed by what you see, there's a new program that you are installing.
Yes, we have a program called the Prosecutor's Safe House. And what it is it's an apartment complex that provide living quarters for victims of domestic violence, sex assault, or human trafficking. And what we want to do is we want to take the victims out of the environment of violence so they can testify. Because in most of these cases, you see when they bring the charges, as we wait for trial to go on, the suspects or the accused would threaten them, would tell them to recant and not cooperate. And because these women don't have control over their environment, they live in a dangerous environment, they would recant and not cooperate. But we want to make sure we're able to prosecute the abusers.
And also to reassure the victims that what they're doing is the right thing.
Yes, what they're doing is the right thing. And what we want to do is we want to make them independent and self-sufficient. So what, in addition to providing them this safe house and this protection, we also bring services to them that they need. We help them after they testify, make sure they're able to move on. We'll give them job training, and we'll even find jobs for them.
So this is city and county supported, but is
Yes.
the state involved in any way?
The state is not involved. It's strictly the city and county of Honolulu. The city council and the city funded and bought this property. It's a 20-unit apartment complex, one-bedroom units, and the city purchased it for $5.5 million. So the city owns the property.
And this ties into your vision also for your role.
Yes. My basic role and my main role is to keep the community safe for public safety. And domestic violence, sex assault, and human trafficking are big problems that jeopardize public safety. And we need to go after the people who jeopardize public safety, the people who profit from sex trafficking, the people who abuse the spouse and the partners, the people who sexually assault women. We need to make them accountable for their actions.
In particular, you know, the topic of sex trafficking is uncomfortable for people to even talk about or to consider that it's happening in Hawaii, but it's very evident here.
Sex trafficking is an international problem. It's not only in Hawaii, it's across the nation, and it's in other countries. And when you hear women being kidnapped and being held as slaves, it's because of sex trafficking. And it's people who want to profit from these women victims.
And children as well.
Children especially. What people don't realize, we see students, juveniles, on the street as prostitutes, and pimps who control them and profit from their prostitution. And we want to be able to stop that.
With all of the negative things that humans do and that your office is faced with, you still keep a spirit of aloha and positiveness. What's that due to?
I'm from Hawaii. I'm from here. I grew up here. I want our community to be a safe community, a good community. And I also want to help the people here in our community, make sure that they're not endangered, make sure they're not taken advantage of, and if they are, to help them and to move them. Because, you know, they're my community, you know. I grew up all my life here in Hawaii. I grew up in Kalihi, and I saw it happen while I was growing up. I went to college, and I came back, and I went to law school, and I came back, and I saw what was going on, and I wanted to do something about it.
Well, we appreciate your leadership and your vision, and we look forward to the success of your safe place.
Well, thank you.
We've been chatting with Keith Kaneshiro, City Prosecutor. Thank you for joining in to Island Focus.